20 memorable best quotes from film Spirit, Stallion of the Cimarron2002, Spirit, Stallion of the Cimarron, 2002, is an animated adventure film directed by Kelly Asbury and Lorna Cook. The story follows Spirit, a wild stallion born free in the American West, as he embarks on an extraordinary journey of survival, resilience, and freedom. Narrated by Spirit, voiced by Matt Damon, the film portrays his capture by humans and his subsequent struggle to escape captivity and return to his homeland. Along the way, Spirit befriends a Lakota Native American named Little Creek, who respects the stallion's untamed nature. Together, they develop a bond of mutual trust and respect, as Spirit also forms a romantic connection with a mare named Rain. The film explores themes of independence, loyalty, and the unbreakable spirit of wild animals. Accompanied by a moving soundtrack from Bryan Adams and Hans Zimmer, Spirit stands out for its powerful visuals, emotional depth, and heartfelt message about the importance of freedom. Spirit, the story that I want to tell you, cannot be found in a book. They say that the history of the West was written from the saddle of a horse, but it's never been told from the heart of one. Not till now. I was born here, in this place that would come to be called the Old West. But, to my kind, the land was ageless. It had no beginning and no end, no boundary between earth and sky. Like the wind and the buffalo grass, we belonged here, we would always belong here. They say the Mustang is the spirit of the West. Whether that West was won or lost in the end, you'll have to decide for yourself, but the story I want to tell you is true. I was there and I remember. I remember the sun, the sky, and the wind calling my name in a time when wild horses ran free. The Colonel, there are those in Washington who believe the West will never be settled, the Northern Pacific Railroad will never breach Nebraska, a hostile Lakota will never submit to Providence. And it is that kind of small-minded thinking that say this horse will never be tamed. Discipline, time, and patience are the three great levelers. The Colonel, there are those in Washington that the West never will be settled. The Northern Pacific Railroad will never breach Nebraska. A hostile Lakota will never submit to Providence. And it is that manner of small thinking that would say this horse never could be broken. Discipline, time, and patience are the three great levelers. Spirit. Sometimes a horse has gotta do what a horse gotta do. The Colonel, Mustang, Spirit. And this was one of those times. Spirit. Something new came upon the land that night. Spirit. Something that would change my life forever. Spirit. And so my journey begins. Spirit, narrator, and quote. I had been given the freedom to live my life as I pleased. And quote. Spirit, narrator, and quote. Some things you never forget. Some things change you forever. And quote. Spirit, narrator, and quote. I was born free and I will die free. And quote. Spirit, narrator, and quote. The world was new, and so was I. And quote. Spirit, narrator, and quote. The Mustang is the symbol of the American frontier. Strong, powerful, and free. And quote. Little Creek, and quote. He's wild, but he's not crazy. And quote. Spirit, narrator, and quote. I knew that if we were to survive, I had to trust this man. And quote. The Colonel, and quote. A horse with that fire in him can only be broken by someone with the same fire. And quote. spirit, narrator, and quote. In all my life, I never had a single regret. Until now. And quote. Little Creek. And quote. Sometimes a horse has got to do what a horse has got to do. And quote. Spirit, narrator, and quote. The journey was hard, but the best journeys always are. And quote. Spirit, narrator, and quote. I thought I had nothing left to fight for. But I was wrong. And quote. Little Creek, and quote. We're both free now, spirit. Free to go our own way. And quote. Spirit, narrator, and quote. I wasn't about to let him take away my freedom. And quote. The Colonel. And quote. A wise man once said, you can't break what's meant to be free. And quote. Spirit, narrator, and quote. I may not be able to speak their language, but I understand their fear. And quote. Spirit, narrator, and quote. I had always known that there was something bigger out there, something I was meant to find. And quote. Little Creek, and quote. Spirit, we're not so different. You and I, and quote. Spirit, narrator, and quote. There are moments that define us, moments when we know who we really are. And quote. Spirit, narrator, and quote. I may not have had a voice, but I have always had my freedom.